What's up, you guys? This is Adam Gillespie with the Rancid and Sweaty Calves coming at you with yet another video. And I just saw this story from Bounding into Comics, and I've heard about it being talked about. I heard the title, and I have a few thoughts. Let's go ahead and read out the article heading for you. Ubisoft touts subscription services as the future of gaming. Says players need to start feeling comfortable with not owning their games. Now, I've heard some pretty wild ideas out there. I have heard of the whole subscription service stupidity. I've heard of the paying video game makers per hour of gaming that there is in the actual game. I've heard of never really actually being able to fully own a game. It's kind of like a revolving door. You have a set series of things that you can rent out, but you can change them out at any given moment. I've heard a lot of different things. I've never heard of a video game creator or like a company owner or CEO coming out and saying the quiet part out loud that they don't want you to be able to own the games that you buy. I've never heard of that before. What, you thought you could own something that you've put all your money into? You thought that you could own something that you purchased? You thought you could own the thing that you bought with your money to keep on your station so that you could play it at any time? Guess what? You don't get to keep that. That's what this Ubisoft director is saying. In offering his support to this dystopian concept, you will own nothing and be happy, Ubisoft director of subscriptions, Philippe Tremblay, has opined that not only is the subscription-based service model an overall boon to the video game industry, but that the main factor standing in its widespread adoption by developers is the fact that players still prefer having than owning their own games. Oh no, the blockade to me completely robbing someone and not allowing them to own the thing that they gave me money to own is that people actually want to own the things that they give money to own. No, duh! Tremblay has shared his anti-consumer take on the medium's future following the announcement that Ubisoft's own in-house subscription service would be rebranded under collective banner of Ubisoft Plus Premium. Seriously, guys, stop with the premiums, stop with the pluses, stop with the plus premiums, stop with the ultra mega amazing super amazing premiums, okay? It's really annoying, and all we are getting in return is more of you stealing our money. As explained by the developer in January 15th's blog post, Ubisoft Plus Multi-Access and PC Access will now become Ubisoft Plus Premium, offering day one new releases and early access where applicable, alongside premium editions, monthly rewards, and more. Ubisoft is also introducing new Ubisoft Plus Classics on PC and curated selection of popular back catalog and live games. Okay. So basically, all he was saying there was, hey, guess what? We have a thing that's going to offer you the ability to play more of our stuff. Will you own any of it? No, but you can play more of it. Elaborating on the difference between these subscription tiers, Tremblay explained in the same post, premium means day one access to new releases, and in some cases, like Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, early access to upcoming new releases. This is on top of our extensive back catalog where you'll have access to premium editions, DLC, and monthly rewards. All of this is offered on Xbox, PC, and Amazon Luna, and you'll only need to subscribe once you have access to these games across these platforms. Players can subscribe to Ubisoft Plus Premium for a monthly fee of $17.99. So Ubisoft, who is not an actual distributor of gaming consoles, only produces video games, is now saying that you have to have access in these different areas in order to get access to this, which makes sense. It does make sense because you are a video game creator. You are a video game company creating video games for multi-platform, multi-platforms. So what you're doing is you're allowing people to play it on PC, Xbox, PlayStation. That's fine. That's something that has happened for a while. Ubisoft games, as far as I'm aware, they're not that great. They're not that great. Alternatively, players can subscribe to Ubisoft Plus Classics, a curated selection of our most popular back catalog games like Far Cry 6, Rainbow Six Siege, and Watch Dogs Legion, he added. This catalog will grow with time. It is included for PlayStation Plus Extra and PlayStation Plus Premium members, and is now available on PC through the Ubisoft Store for $7.99 a month. The other problem I have with this is that it's another subscription. It is just a subscription. It is, hey, you want access to all of the back catalog of games that should already be able to be accessed by even new gen, next gen video game technology? Well, guess what? You have to pay a subscription fee in order for us to update it enough for you to play it on your platform. Because we're too lazy to just allow, because we're not too lazy, we're too greedy to allow you to just enjoy the video games as you've been enjoying them. And you think that physical copies are going to stop us from alternating and changing everything about your story in post-production? No, we're not going to worry. You're not going to be able to prevent that. This physical media is going to be entirely dependent on it being updated by people who do not have your best interest in mind and do not have any care for what you like or dislike, and is going to be entirely dependent on what these big wigs in media are advocating for. Entirely dependent on what these higher-ups, CEOs, directors, think is okay for you because it gets them more money. It really is just you will own nothing and be happy. This is communism in action. It really is. You will own nothing and be happy. You will have nothing to your name. You will have nothing that you own. Nothing that you give your money to is going to be yours, and you will be happy with that. I actually became a victim of that not too long ago. I had the entire series of the original Justice League TV show, the DC Animated Universe one, not Justice League Unlimited, the series that came before that, the 2-season series that came before that. And I used to love watching all those episodes. I did. I had it purchased, not in physical media. I want to get it in physical media now because of the fact that I've lost it. Because YouTube decided, oh, we aren't going to carry this anymore. And despite the fact that I had it purchased and it was on my playlist in my purchases for the last however many years I've had it, YouTube just up and removed it from my ability to watch it on the platform for whatever reason. And it's no longer available to purchase on YouTube. So YouTube has effectively stolen money from me by not allowing me to keep the product which I have purchased. Which I purchased and owned. And that is exactly what is going on here. And the interesting thing is that I have heard a very viable take in my mind as to what video game creators and companies that adhere to this ideology can expect from the consumers that are actually their main customers, their supporters, what they can expect from their supporters and customers if they do this. If they say that you are not going to own any of the games that you purchase with your hard-earned money or any of the things that you've purchased with your hard-earned money, then guess what? It means that you won't mind when video games, movies, or anything else get pirated. Because if we don't own it with our money, then you don't get to have the right to tell us what is and isn't. You better get used to piracy if we're going to have to get used to not owning something that we purchase. Now, I'm not advocating for piracy. I'm not advocating for stealing a video game. I'm not advocating for stealing a movie. I'm not advocating for theft of any kind because I'm a Christian and I do believe that is a sin. What I am saying, though, is that these companies will suffer because people will be getting access to these games without actually paying them any money, and it will only add more detriment to their bottom line. If they were smart, they'd recant everything that this director is saying, and they would go back to the tried and true model of creating video games that have one full, entirely fleshed out story that doesn't need updates, and releasing it only once it's ready. Will they do that? Probably not, because they're all greedy. They're all just a bunch of greedy guys. But that is the ultimate way of fixing all this issue that is going to be coming up between video game creators and video game purchasers. That is the ultimate way of fixing it because, again, if you're not going to allow the purchasers to keep the things that they have purchased to own, then you better get used to these people taking it in their own hands and not paying you. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, share this video out there with your friends, subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video that I upload, and check me out on my different socials, mainly my Twitter. I do leave a link to that in the description below. I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of the week.